and welcome back to my channel. I know it had been a long time since I am checking with you guys, but I just decided to check in today to see how you guys doing and to see if you guys are doing safe, see if you all are safe. I hope you guys are doing well and keeping safe. Now, I am doing this live today just to check on you, as I said, and I know it had been a long time I didn't do a video for you guys. Now, the reason why I didn't do any video, no, remember everybody on a lockdown, right? We're not really on lockdown because we didn't really have much COVID. Maybe we only have about 3 positive case, if so much. But my computer is still down and I didn't get anybody to fix it yet because, you know, these Apple computer how it is, right? So you have to get the parts, and I think so I did get the parts for it. So I'm hoping my husband take it by the technician very soon so I can get to upload video for you guys. Now, what I am doing, I have a website, Tomorrow Fashion Style, where I'll be putting classes on this website, and this is a class that I just finished out here. As you guys can see, I just finished drafting this basic skirt here, and this is for the classes on the website that will be launching soon. Now, the reason why I decided to launch the classes is beginner classes, right? For people who want to learn to draft their own pattern and who want to learn to sew their own clothes, right? They have a lot of sewing pattern selling out there, which most designer use, right? A lot of designer use them, and that is the way to go right now. But for me, I like to do things with my hand. I like to design my own thing, and I like to draft my own thing, especially for people who curvy. Now, I am a curvy person, so not every pattern would fit me the way I want it to. Especially the pants. The pants in commercial pattern, I never get none for fit me properly. So I have to draft my own. So I decided to develop this basic sewing class for all my followers them, which will be launching on my website very soon. This is the first class because I want to teach them from beginner level, where they can understand the pattern drafting, take their body measurement properly so that they can draft the pattern properly. So the first skirt would be the basic straight skirt. Now from this basic straight skirt is where you get all those other rest of design you see. All the other rest of design that you see in different style and different design, whatever style you see and you like, is from a basic block like this. So that this basic block here, the front and the back, this is where you get all the skirt style from, right? So I want to teach you from the beginner's level how to draft and design your own clothes. Now, in design, in fashion designing, the first block they start with, it does be the basic skirt block. Now, fashion designing school you go to, the first pattern they would start you with is the basic skirt. So they would start you with the basic skirt, and then from that basic skirt is where you get all the rest of design that you see all over the place. So all those commercial pattern and things, they use it from the basic draft of the skirt. So in this designing class that I am developing on Tomorrow Fashion Style, which would be launching soon, this is the first class lesson I just did today. So it will be up on my website within the next week or 2. Now I would come on back here and let you guys know when this class launch onto my website. So all those who want to learn to draft the basic skirt, because I will teach you how to do the basic skirt, the basic top, the basic sleeve, the basic pants, right? We will do pants in that classes, but that classes would be on tomorrow fashion style. So the first class would be launched is this basic skirt pattern. The basic skirt will be launched on my website within the next week or two. Now I will come back on here and let you guys know when this class launch onto my website. So we would be doing, as I said, pants, top, skirt, and sleeve. Now the reason why I developed the basic is for those who ain't know anything about drafting pattern and you want to learn to draft your own pattern. Now join me on my website where you will get this skirt pattern, which I'll be put up soon. And then in my next class, we will do the bodice, right? The basic bodice. Now this skirt that I draft here, it doesn't have any seam allowance. Now the basic skirt pattern don't have no seam allowance. Remember that. It didn't have any seam allowance, right? So from this is where we're going to develop all the rest of style that we are doing, right? So, as you can see, I have it here. So this one here is the front of the skirt with the one dart. Now I did the one dart for make it simple for you guys. And in the next one we will do the two dart. We will show you how to do the two dart. But this is the one dart to make it simple and basic for you guys. This skirt will be on my website. So you have the front, you have the back, and then we have the front of the skirt, which I will teach you how to draw. So in the next 2 weeks, you will check my website and you will get this basic skirt to see how this class is going, and then I would move on from that. Now anyone can join this class here, whether you're advanced, whether you are intermediate, whether you are basic, you can join my sewing lesson that will be launching in 2 weeks on my website. So you can join it. I always like to make things simple for people. I don't like too much of complicated drafting, right? I like to make it simple, easy, and quick, where you can learn, because a lot of time you don't want all this long drawing out thing, and then they have you put this measurement here, come here, go. This kind of thing is not for me. I don't like that at all. Especially if you following these pattern drafting book. It's a whole heap of mix up. Sometimes you yourself don't even understand some of these books. Because I tell you the honest truth, I have some pattern drafting book, but I just rest in a corner because I don't understand one thing that going on in this book, because the term that they use in this terminology that they're using in this book is like, you never hear that before, right? You never heard that. So I find in drafting they should break it down for you simple, where you can understand, right? Some people draft in centimeter, some people draft in measurement, right? So if you learn to draft in centimeter, you can let me know. I have centimeter ruler, I have inches ruler, so you can just convert it into inches or centimeter, right? Centimeter could convert into inches, inches could convert into centimeter. Drafting, you have to understand your body measurement. It comes from a body measurement, right? And a lot of time, a lot of video we watch, they just barely, they tell you, okay, I'm going to teach you to draft this skirt, and then when you're done, they speed up the video, they skip it, and then all you see is that they have a beautiful skirt, but they didn't show you the work that go into that skirt. Sometimes you have so much problem, right, with this skirt. Sometimes sewing it, the bobbin bust, the thread bust, the needle break, and all these things. So I find people should show you the difficulty that they have, right? They tend to make the video look easy, but it's not. Sewing is not an easy thing. You have to love sewing, right, to be in it. So if you don't love sewing, I just tell people it didn't make sense forcing it, because you won't end up doing anything. You understand? You buy a lot of sewing tools, and then eventually you end up throwing them, you end up leaving them there. Somebody come, you give them it, because that is not you. You just don't like that. You like something else, right? So I just tell people, if you know you love sewing, sewing is for people who love it. You have to like sewing to be in sewing. You have to like pattern drafting to be in pattern drafting. Like for instance, me, right? Since I was a young girl growing up, I like fancy clothes. I like nice clothes. If you check my Facebook page at Tamara Roberts, or Tamara fashion style, you would see the kind of clothes that I like. I doesn't like too much big style, right? You would never see me with these big elaborate style and all these things. I like simple clothes, but I like to look classy, right? You must, when you put on your clothes, your fabric could be the cheapest fabric, right? But once you put that together, you put some accessories, comb up your hair. Let me tell you something. It doesn't matter what clothes you have on. If your face and your hair ain't fixed, your hair have a big part to do with the way you look. You have to get a hairstyle to match these clothes. You understand? Fix your hair up nice and things like that. I like simple clothes, but you must look classy. You must always dress like if you're going somewhere. You understand? So you won't see me making these big elaborate style. That is just wasting fabric. I find some people that just waste fabric, or maybe that's them style. All right, that's their style. That's not my style. My style, I want, when I spend my money and buy my fabric, I must able to wear my thing any way I choose to go. I must be able to make an outfit just to wear it for the winter or the summer, or just the, no, it must wear all through the season. You understand? That's why I don't really make all these big, these kind of style. Them is not my thing. So everybody have their own style. So whatever style you like, you buy your fabric and you sew it for you. Yeah, understand? So me, I like simple thing. I must always like to look classy. I always like to look nice. And I always find people that, especially women, even men and all, right? I find, when they're going somewhere, you must look nice. You must, people must admire you. You must turn heads. You ain't dressing to impress anybody, right? You dressing, always dress with a motive. Look, I want to sew my clothes to suit me. I don't want to sew my clothes to suit nobody. I have a term I always tell people. If you go in a store and you see something that you like, buy it. Always buy clothes that you like and that you will wear. Never buy things that somebody else like. Alright? Because if you purchase something because this body like it, you would never wear those clothing. Trust me, you won't wear it. Sometimes me and my friends go out and we go to shop and they would ask me, you like this? I said, listen, you ain't buying clothes for me, you buying clothes for you. If you like it, you buy it. Because I could say I like it, and when you reach home, you waste the whole $40 or the $20, because when you lift it up now, you say, I don't like that. I don't, and you just throw it in a corner, which in the $20 or how much could I go on something else. So always purchase things that you like. Never purchase things what people like because you won't wear it. Right? And that is my motto. I go out in a store, you could tell me how nice this thing would look on me. Once me and like it, I would never purchase it. I'm purchasing it for please nobody, because I know I would only waste that money, right? So even though they tell you that they like it, if you don't like it, you don't buy it because you won't wear it. All right? So always buy things that you gonna like, right? And next thing, when you're coming to fashion, you have to know how you like to look, right? You have to know how you like to look. For instance, if you like to look classy, or you like to look casual, or you dress to suit you, right? I just tell people, you don't have to dress naked to look properly, right? You don't have to dress naked to look nice. If you check all my posts on Facebook or YouTube or anyway, right here, you would see all my clothing, how I like my clothing. That's me. That's just me. I doesn't like too much of short clothes. I doesn't like too much of back or low back. I doesn't like them bow out top. I like things what I could cover up. I like my clothes like 2 to 3 inches below my knee. That is my style, right? I find it look more classy. It look more dressy. And let me say, for instance, you go out and you have to sit down within a crowd. Now, if your dress is like 4 inches above your knee, right? And let's say you go out and you have to sit down. You would always have to keep pulling down that skirt because you now want your knee to cover, right? So I always make my clothing like 3 to 4 inches below my knee. So when I sit down, my knee still cover, right? And next thing in fashion, some people like their clothes tight, some people like it loose, right? For me, I don't like my clothes too tight, especially when you go in like to church and like to a business meeting or to an interview. Going to these things, the first thing the people them they're looking at your clothing, your appearance play a big part. You understand? My grandmother always used to say, show me a company and I will tell you who you are, right? So I like my skirt, for instance, like for instance, this straight skirt that I draft here, right? Let's say my hip is like, let's say 44 inches or 46 inches. I always add an extra inches to my pattern because I don't want to be walking and pulling down my skirt. You never see a lot of time. Some people when they wear a skirt, it keep riding up and they always have to keep pulling it up, pulling it down, sorry. It always have this gather like in between the waist and the hip. That's because the skirt need room. The skirt is too tight. And next thing, like I say, if a skirt short, you don't have to put a split in that skirt. The skirt done short already. I see people have split in skirt, the skirt very short, and they still had a big slit in the back. Now when you tends to walk in that skirt, especially if the skirt tight, and the skirt keep riding up, the slit keep climbing. So when you think that you's a hot girl down the road and you're walking, going down the road, your whole back of your panty showing in the back because the slit come right up and you see your whole panty showing. So all that you have to be careful with, especially when drafting the road. That's why I like to draft my own clothing. So it can complement my body because not every pattern out there, right? For instance, I don't have, right? A thing that I never find a sewing pattern that would complement my body, right? If I do take a sewing pattern for sew, I had to buy 2 patterns. The reason why? Because the upper part of my body is smaller than the lower part of my body, right? So I have to purchase 2 patterns. Now I have to purchase a pattern in a size 14, which is the top, right? And I have to purchase a pattern in the size 20 for get the skirt to fit, right? Sometimes they got the skirt from size 16 to size 22. Now I still have to cut off the size 22, right? And use the size 20 or the size 18, it depends on the skirt, right? So I always have to end up buying 2 patterns. So I say it makes sense, right? And then when you finish using that pattern, how much time you're gonna sew the one style, right? So that's why I decide, I say, you see me, I don't really like this thing, so let me develop my own classes to show people how to draft their clothes to suit their body. Now, this is the industrial way. Now, I learned from the fashion designer way where the first thing when you go to fashion designer school, the first thing they teach you in that school is a basic skirt, right? The first thing is the basic skirt they will teach you with. Nothing else you won't learn until you finish this basic skirt. And when you finish this basic skirt, this is the skirt you develop all the rest of style from, right? So I have a classes coming out on my website at Tamara Fashion Style in 2 weeks time. Now you see I sit down around this table here. I just finished filming these classes, right? This is the skirt I just finished draft. Quick and easy, right? Where I will teach you how to measure and how to get this skirt and how to measure for get your own body type and own body measurement. So in 2 weeks time, this skirt will be uploaded on my website because you have to go and edit back those videos and make sure the color and the voice over and everything is okay. So drafting your own clothes to complement your body and make it suit your body so that you can look the way you want to look. The best thing for me, I find, is drafting your own clothes, drafting your own pattern, and make the style that you want, right? Because if you draft, learn to draft, and learn to sew your own thing, remember, you can design any style you want. You can sew anything that you want and get the fit that you want. And the next thing, too, is like being comfortable. You understand? Sometimes you might like how somebody look, right? You might like how somebody look in the clothes. You might just like the way how this person carry themselves. That is the next thing, is the way how you carry yourself, right? These clothes gonna look good on you. Like for instance, I like to look neat. I like to look, I would say I like to look hot and popping. Anywhere I go in, I like to look hot and popping. I must look nice. Yeah, understand? My clothes must fit me nice. I don't like too much expensive clothes, as I say. I like reasonable, nice cloth, but not too expensive. At least where my budget could reach. But when I don't put them clothes together and I step out, right, with a nice shoes and your accessories, oh gosh, you look hot and you look nice. So always the first thing is being comfortable in your own skin. You know, that's the only, because for instance, even if you have on a nice dress, you may fix your hair up nice, you may look nice, but if you ain't comfortable in your own skin, you would always feel that you ain't look nice. You understand? So always be comfortable in your own skin and always like to be you. You understand? Don't dress for because you want to look like the body, or you want to look like tomorrow, or you want to look like this star, or you want to look like this singer, or you want to look like, no. You always be you. Look like you, right? I always tell myself I want to be me. I want to be tomorrow. I want to look like tomorrow. I want to wear my clothes like tomorrow. You have to be confident in yourself, and a lot of people don't have self-esteem. They always figure that somebody look better than them. No. You always tell yourself you look nice. Be comfortable in your whatever you wear. Comfortable in it. Satisfied with whatever you wear. That's what you put on. Sometimes you might going out with a friend. Let's say sometimes you might going out with a friend, and y'all two might dress and go. Now remember, that's what you choose to put on, right? Sometimes you might read your friend, the friend might have on what she choose to put on. And you might tell yourself, the friend look a little better than you. It's not that the friend look a little better than you, that's how you see it, right? And sometimes the friend might tell in herself, you look better than her, right? So the thing is how you want to look, is how you see things, right? If you dress to suit you in a modest way, and you dress and feel comfortable and confident in what you wear, and confident about yourself, and feel comfortable in your own skin, man, I telling you, there is no one, you understand, could dress more classy than you, because you comfortable with what you wear, right? Or what you have on, that's what you comfortable with, that's what you want to wear, right? So anytime you going out, it doesn't matter where you going, you dress how you want to dress. Comfortable, right? It doesn't matter. Got sometimes you dress, they might say, oh well, you have to dress up every minute, so you have to listen. Dress the way you feel, right? The way you like. You understand? That is for you. You understand? Feel comfortable in your own skin. You understand? Feel comfortable with what you have on. Right? If you decide to put on this t-shirt and a jeans for go down the road, you may see somebody dress up classy. You don't know where the person going. You understand? Always feel comfortable in your own skin. For me, I just tell people, I love how I just look. I love how my clothes just fit me. I comfortable in my own skin. I just like being me. You understand? I just say if I have to change anything on me, I don't want to change anything. I just want to I want to be just how I am, right? Because I just tell people it don't have an next me, right? I don't have a photocopy. You understand? I don't have a duplicate. It's only one of me. You understand? So always be proud of who you are, right? Be proud of yourself, right? Got the self-esteem. Always be confident. Always dress to suit the occasion that you go in. So that's why drafting your own pattern, developing your own style, right? It would make you dress the way that you want to dress. That's why I developing the class within next 2 weeks time. The classes would be on my website at Tamara Fashion Style. If you want, you can go and check out the website already up, right? But the classes that are there, I have some classes on my website, right? Will teach you how to draft, dress, and things like that. But this particular class that I am developing here, right, is to teach you from beginner's level. For people who ain't know anything about drafting pattern, or people who want to refresh their skills, or people who want to, like, you just want to learn to draft different thing, different style. Because sometimes you see a lot of style and you wish, you say, oh God, I like the style, and I wish I could draft it, I could wish it. Yeah, that's what I like doing. Teaching people how to do their own thing. Come up with your own idea. You never tell you, sewing is all about ideas. Whatever idea you want, you put it into practice, right? Because for instance, I might have a style in my head that I want to say, well, I want to look this way today, right? I gonna get up and I gonna go and start drafting the style that I want, right? I don't like to look too small. I don't like to look too little girlish. I don't like to look too old. You understand what I mean? No offense to anybody, no old body, yeah? That's just me. I don't like to look too old. I don't like to look too young. I like to look in between. I like to look classy. Like, you know them kind of look, you look in between, but you ain't look too old, you ain't look too young. You look in between. So when people see you, they must say, Lord, miss, you look nice, you look classy, that is my style. The classy style, that's my kind of thing, right? My casual style, that's my kind of thing. You understand? Now, I have a next skirt pattern coming up. That is after this one. I will put a picture up in the next classes, right? With the next skirt we will draw. This this style is a very pretty style. It's very nice. It make you look kind of classy. It look good. And the next thing, when you match your clothes, always look for things like, for instance, let's say you have like a red dress. Let me say, for instance, you want to wear red today, right? Oh God, you're wearing red. Don't put red with red. If you're wearing a red dress, some people I see they have a red dress, they have a red shoe, they have a red bag, they have a red headpiece, they have a red earring, they have a red chain. What's that? That's too much red. It's like you're stifling the dress that you have on, right? You know you're wearing a red dress, find a next color to go with that red dress. For instance, like for red and navy blue, that would go lovely. You understand? Red and cream, red and black, and this color, right, would go nice together. Some people stifle the red dress that they have on because they have on too much red. You understand? You're wearing a black dress, find something to lift that color up, pop, for make the color pop. You understand? So when people see you, they must admire you. You understand? Admire the way that you look. A lot of times, sometimes people would comment on my picture, or they would, if I go out, they would stop me and they would say, one day a girl stopped me. She said, Miss, I want to ask you something. So I say, go ahead and ask a question. She said, let me ask you something now. She said, don't say that I'm minding your business. She said, I just want to ask you a question. So she said, tell me, how really you just put these clothes together? Because every time I see you picture, everything coordinate, right? Everything look nice, it look good, the color match everything. Now this thing, as I tell you, this is just a natural something, right? Since I small, I like fashion, I like style, I like putting things together. And sometimes people, you may believe, well, you sit down and you just um plan out these things. I don't plan out anything. I saw a dress or I saw a skirt, and I would get a top to go with the skirt, and then the shoes that I have, I put it together, right? You put on one side of each shoes and see which one look best with that outfit, and then that's the shoes I would go with. Or I get a belt to match the shoes, or a belt to match the chain, or a belt to... You have to sit down and know how you want to look. It's all about the way you feel, the way you want to look, and the way you want your clothes to fit you, right? Your clothes don't have to be tight for look nice. Tight clothes is something I don't like, period. Because that does make you uncomfortable. When don't you see all the little rubber, the little tire, the little rubber stamp, you're seeing all these little lap over and all these little things you have, you're seeing. I don't like, me never let nobody see all these little tire lapping over. I like me clothes fit me nice and smooth, and you must look nice. Listen, let me tell you, they have a lot of body shape and things selling. If you're a thick person, right, and you want your clothes fit you smooth, listen, spend a money and buy a nice body shaper for let your clothes fit you. You see all these model and these people, what clothes you just see these clothes sit down very tight and nice. Hello, these people well tied down under there. You understand what I'm telling you? They have on the nice shaper, the nice body shaper, the nice body tights, the nice thing for make them clothes look so nice. So when you run now and buy these little clothes, and when you throw it on now and it they loosey, the bulge showing, the little tire them showing, the big truck showing in the back, all them things, you want to know how the person who you see in this dress fit them on so smooth and so nice. And look at you. No, because these people well tied down. You understand? They will have the nice shape, or they have every single thing under there. So you have to get yourself together and fix yourself up so that you can look good in your clothes. You understand? Dress the way you like, the way you want to look. That is my motto. I want to dress to look like me. You understand? I want to feel like me. I comfortable in my own skin. Once there is the big motivation of somebody, right? If you are not comfortable in your own skin, you would never be happy. Because why? You would always keep looking at your friend look better than you, or your whoever look better than you. You'd always tell yourself, and you would always have this kind of like vexing kind of way, this kind of grudgeful kind of way, even though it's your friend, you always have like this kind of grudge, like even though she is your best friend, you're always thinking that she look better than you. It's not the reason that she look better than you, right? You thinking that, you understand? Because why? Because you are not comfortable in your own skin. I always tell people, when you put on clothes, whatever you wear, that's what you choose to wear. You lift your head up high. You feel comfortable in what you wear. Like you have to like something. Let me tell you something. When I put in army clothes, you understand, this may be, most of us maybe have women, especially women. Women have this thing about them. It's like, you ever have a whole closet of clothes, right? Watching you. You have a whole closet watching you, and still you ain't got no clothes. Could you imagine that? You have a whole closet of clothes. You have a whole closet of shoes, right? And still, when you're ready to go, Me ain't got no clothes, me ain't got no shoe. Now we're watching you in front there. And plus you ain't got no way for police clothes, but you still ain't got clothes. Right? It happened to me a lot of time. I always sewing and I never got clothes. Yeah? I never got shoe with all them shoe with it. Right? So the thing is, always be comfortable with what you wear. Find something in the closet. If you could sew your thing to suit you. Sew whatever color you want. Me, I don't like that color at all. Right? I would wear a black dress. It have to be, I have to feel like wearing a black dress. Or feel like wearing a black skirt. Me, I like hot and popping clothes. I like yellow, I like red, I like them hot blue. I like neon, them kind of hot color is what I like. I find when you put on them color and you do up your hair and your face, you get a nice kick, a nice push. It's like you're popping. You understand? I always like to look like the sunshine. You understand? So you have to dress the way you feel. You get up, you fix yourself up. Always dress like if you're going somewhere. You understand? You're going to an interview, dress properly, dress classy. You're going to get a walk in an interview. Put on your nice jacket. You look like a business person. Put on your nice jacket, your nice if it's your dress pants with your nice heel, and you go classy. So when they see your appearance, you understand your appearance have a lot to do with it. Right? You're going to interview your skirt short as quite a. First thing you walk, if you them watching you, because they want to know how you sitting down, which client you want to look after with this short skirt, or this belly outside, or this bobby outside. No, you have to dress to suit the occasion. Fix up your hair nice. Me, I always like to look classy. I always have some different hairstyle. You understand? You go, you buy a couple cheap wig, buy a couple things. They are cheap wig selling. They have thing you have to buy you one here. They are synthetic. Yeah, and you fix yourself up. Learn to do your own wig. You understand? Learn to do your own hair. You fix up yourself. So when you're ready, you throw on your little hairstyle and you pop out and you go long. Right? So in my sewing classes, we will learn to do all that. You understand? I will make a classes when we done do the basic, because we're gonna do, let me tell you what gonna go on in this sewing class. The first thing we're gonna learn to do, we're gonna learn to take the body measurement, a proper body measurement, right? And then we're gonna learn to draft this basic skirt. Now from this basic skirt is where we get all the rest of skirt style. Then from the skirt, right, we're going to move on to the basic top. Now this skirt don't have any seam allowance. If we want to copy, do the other design skirt, we have to copy these on our next paper. So get some paper like this so that when you're ready for joining the class, now this is a roll of paper I have here, right? Now this paper is 36 by a couple hundred yards on this paper. I get this from my local craft. So now, this guy's the drafting paper. Check on Amazon. They have it as the butcher paper. You have the brown, you have the white. They have all color in it. But I choose the white because for the background, so that you guys can see what I am doing. Right? So you have to get paper. You have to get paper. So if you could afford and buy a whole roll of paper, buy the whole roll of paper, because we're going to need this paper in the classes, right? Or what I does do, because sometimes when you draft, you have to trace over this to get different design. I would buy you see the printing paper, like the 11 by 17, which that more reasonable. So I would buy like a couple pack of that paper, which I would put it together like glue, paste them together, scotch tape them together, so I would get the length that I want, so I won't waste much paper. Because with this big roll of paper, sometimes you waste a lot of paper. So if you can afford the roll, buy the 11 by 17 printing paper, and you can buy a couple of pack or one pack for now, where we can draft and copy the pattern. So you're going to draft the skirt. We're going to draft the skirt. This is going to be the first lesson. That is the basic skirt. We will learn to measure and we will complete this basic skirt. We will draft it. Then we will draft the basic bodice, right? Which is the top. So you can put the top of the skirt, the top and the skirt together, and you can make a dress if you want, right? So it's the skirt, the basic bodice. Then in the next lesson, we will draft the sleeve, right? Because there is many different way in drafting sleeve. I will show you the simple way. Me don't like too much of drawing out long thing, all these technical problem and all these kind of thing in pattern drafting, all these kind of metric and these things where they have. I doesn't like that. I like simple thing what people could understand, right? I just make it simple and quick and easy where you could understand, right? Then when we draft the sleeve, we're gonna draft the dress, and after the dress we're gonna do the pants, the trouser. I know that's a class a lot of you asking me to draft, right? Let me tell you, trouser pattern is not any hard pattern for draft, but you have to understand it, especially when it comes to the waist, the hip and the crotch measurement. You have to think about that. And a lot of times, sometimes you may draft a pants, because it happened to me where I draft pants a lot of time, and I never get the pants to fit me properly. You understand? I try and try and try, and then what I really get to understand about this trouser drafting, some of them put you on a chair to sit down. Now you have a big wear in the back, right? Now you put me on a chair for sit down, and you take the measurement from my waist here. You take the measurement from my waist here to the chair, one to the extra piece in the back. You understand? How I get any measurement for that? So that's why sometimes when we put on the pants, the waist they're quite low down here, so that you can't think. Right? When you put on, you have to make a broad waist now for come and fit quite here. And sometimes when you make the waist big, right? That's not how I decide to come up with my own idea, and that's how I get my pants to fit me properly. Or sometimes, let me give you a little idea what you could do as well. Let's say you're trying for draft for pants, right? And you're getting this pants to fit you. Try on one of your husband pants. You understand? Or one of your son pants. Let me tell you, you know who pants fit me well? My son pants. I draft a pants for me, and I draft a pants for my son. The pants for me, I draft by I Corvy. I have to do a lot of cutting and bringing the paper together, because when I get an old piece of fabric and then I cut out this pants and sew it up. So I have to go in the mirror and do a lot of pinning to get this pants to fit me properly, because some of the pants sometimes the crotch crumble up. Me don't like pants fit me so, and in the back of this kind of gather. Me don't like them. I like things smooth and it must fit nice. So I had to do a lot of pinning out and stitching out to get this pants to fit me to how I want it. And I find that was too much of work. So after I draft my son pants, because with him, he is a kind of big and tall. He had to wear big and tall clothes. So he had to go back to school, and they didn't have any pants in the store to fit him. So I said, let me sew a pants for him. So I sit down and I draft out this pants and I sew it for him. When I decide to try on the pants, and when I try on the pants fit me perfect. You understand? I ain't have to do no taking in. I ain't have to do nothing. The pants fit me just as how I like my pants fit. You understand? In front fit smooth. The back fit, the pants just fit lovely. And from since then, you understand? His pattern is what I using for draft my pants. So the only thing I had to do is change the waist measurement, because his waist is bigger than my waist. And I just had to add on the hip, because my hip is bigger than his own. But his crotch measurement, right, the length of his the crotch measurement for the pants, and the seam go down in the side seam and everything was perfect for me. So that's why I'm telling you, sometimes try on your son pants or try on your husband pants. And if you find that fit, right, that fit you, copy the pants pattern and make your own. That's what I do with my son own. Because when I try on my son own, it's like the pants was for me, right? And from since then, is his pants pattern I using to make my pants, right? So I will show you how to draft. So we will do the pants as the class go down. So in the next 2 weeks, my class will be uploaded on Tamara Fashion Style. You could go at Tamara Fashion Style right now and you can check it out. Just go and browse it and see what the website look like and see how the class would look like. So every time I upload a new class, you would know. Got the same pattern we do, you would see the pattern, the outfit onto the website. So just go, you can go there now, I could browse it and see what it look like. You can check out my Facebook page, Tamara Roberts or Tamara Fashion Style, but I more upload on Tamara Roberts. So you can go there and check Tamara Roberts and you'll see all my design, all my style, and the way I like to look, just simple and classy, right? If you want to draft your big style and you fancy style and you all these flying style and all these things, you do what please you. Yeah, understand? But just me, I just like simple, classy, right? I don't like too much of big, elaborate style. You won't see me wasting class to these big train and big frill and all these flying thing and that. I ain't got time for that. I want clothes where I could wear and look nice in. I ain't want clothes with people there watching me when I walk. You know, one with she flying, she's aboard today, she have, no, I want nice thing, right? So, you will go there and you will check out my website and we will get the classes going in the next 2 weeks. I already filmed the class, but I'm going now and I'm going and put it together. That's why I said in 2 weeks. I don't want you to go there and then the class in upload and then you say that, look, I didn't upload the class. In 2 weeks time, the date from today, check the 2 weeks from now and go onto my website and you will see the first lesson upload. It would mark the first lesson, beginner pattern drafting first lesson part 1. So when you go there, you would see it. Alright? And go and take your classes and take your time. Right? So you can rewind, you can watch it over and over. And my advice, watch the classes first before you start drafting. Alright? Or if you want, if you understand, you draft along with me. And I always keep repeating myself so that you guys can understand. So if you see I take my waist measurement, I would repeat it. You understand? Like 1 or 2 times till when you guys understand what really you're doing. I don't move on and rush the classes. Because remember, I want you to learn. Right? I want you to get the gist of what you're doing. When you finish, you must got a pattern. Right? You must have something that you could say, yes, I accomplished this out of this class. And then we move on to the next lesson. So I will see you in the classes next 2 weeks. And I will upload on my YouTube channel. I'll be uploading some chat, right? Where we could sit down and chat and talk and so on. I will upload one video on YouTube where you guys can see certain things. If you have any difficulty, just email me, right? When the class is up, I'm going to put the link in the bottom when I on my chat when I come on YouTube live. Y'all gonna know when the class is. I'm going to launch it, right? And I will come and do a live on YouTube, let you guys know that the class is launched so that you can go there and purchase the class and start sewing your thing and do your thing to your fancy. Look classy, look hot, look popping. You understand? Dress yourself up so when you step out, you must raise head. Everybody must do so. You must say, what? She look nice, she look good. And listen, don't want to buy them dead color cloth. Don't buy these buy things that you like and you will look nice in. You understand? Don't want to buy these big, this got some cloth and some big flower, some big rose, some big print. Now, if you have size, big print is not for us. We have to wear small print. You understand? You don't want a big print here and a big print here and a big flower there. No, it make you look too full. You understand? It make hair look bigger than how it normally look, than how it normally is. So I just tell people, if you check all my thing, you never see me with these big print flower and these big print pattern and I like things to make I look slim and trim. You understand? So thanks for joining this live, right? And I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have any comment, you can leave it in the bottom of the video, and I will try my best to get back to you if you have any question. I might not able to answer back all the comments because when telling you it does be a lot. So I just try my best to see how much I could answer back. So if you have any, leave it in the bottom of the video and I will get back to you. When the classes launch, I will come do a live and I will put the link in the bottom of the classes where you can just click and it's going to carry you right to the classes where you can join, purchase your class, and then start working at your own pace and at your own time. Right? So I will see you and I hope you enjoy and you have a wonderful day and take care. Bye.